Voila! It's the battery dude. And we're back here today to talk about the LG Chem Resu 10H and the Tesla Powerwall 2 comparison. I've been looking over this the past couple weeks, talked to a lot of experts within the industry, and really gotten some great feedback. And I want to start off by just saying they're both great options for grid-connected systems. If you're looking to just have some backup power in case of an emergency and that security and safety of energy independence, while also having the ability to shave the peak time of use. So if you're in a territory like San Diego or anywhere where they're charging more at certain parts of the day, both of these batteries will be able to store at those non-peak times at that cheaper rate of electricity and release at that more expensive rate. So if you're looking for that and for some backup power, not full home, but just like the main appliances in a power outage, then these are both great options. The Powerwall on the back of the spec sheet here, it does something I'm not really a big fan of, and it's kind of like false advertising. It talks about whole home backup. One Powerwall, 13.5 kilowatt hours, it's not going to be able to let out enough energy to truly back up your whole home for more than maybe like 30 seconds or a minute in the majority of scenarios. So this actual picture would be a lot more accurate if they had about 3, 4, or 5 Powerwalls, which the nice thing about them is you can actually have up to, I believe it's something like 9 Powerwalls attached. So if you have intentions of going off grid, or you have intentions of having a whole home backup, even if it's not right now, then the Powerwall is where you're going to want to go. Also, in the scenario of being at a high altitude, very humid weather or cold weather, there's less weather restrictions on the Powerwall, so in those two scenarios I will recommend it. But to be quite frank, especially in San Diego territory, I'm probably going to go with the LG Chem every time, because you really only need about 9-10 kilowatt hours of storage to really back up a 20 or a 30 amp breaker to power that urgent load in the case of an emergency. And that's going to be enough juice as well to also be able to shave that time of use. The fact of the matter is, they're both great batteries. They do the same thing. They're made up of the same thing, lithium, nickel, manganese, cobalt, or NMC for short, which the technology is good. It will be warranted up to 10 years and 3,500 cycles, where it'll produce still 60 or 70%, or have that retained capacity of 60 or 70%. Similar warranties. However, the LG Chem is a lot more reliable when it comes to actual procurement. So if you're looking to actually get the battery installed this year, you have no intention of going off grid, you're just looking for simple purposes, I am going to recommend the LG Chem over the Powerwall, because nobody ever really knows what that timeline is going to look like or when that's actually going to come through. And to be quite frank, if you have a bigger budget, I would probably go with a different actual battery makeup, being lithium iron phosphate. The reason LG and Powerwall both use the NMC as their battery is because they're car companies first. They both produce batteries for cars. And in a car you want a lighter battery, so they use cobalt. Whereas the other companies are using iron phosphate, and they're seeing in 10 years they're able to warranty 10,000 or even 15,000 cycles, which is a no-brainer. You're talking about a true household item. That'll last 20, 30 years. So, although it's not my favorite battery makeup, I do love the LG Chem and I do love the Powerwall 2. And if you're looking into it, definitely I would. They're both great options. So if you have any more questions, or you want to know more about either one or any sort of energy question, feel free to comment below. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, because next month we'll be dropping even more content. Have a great day.